Hi, I'm Monty McKinnon. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to do the setup at the nut to lower the action up in here. The reason for that is a guitar is hard enough to play to begin with. If you don't have calluses, it won't be long if you have to push the string way down in order to make the note. It won't be long before you stop playing the guitar at all, put it in the closet and forget it. But if it's very easy to touch and it's very close to the action that it should be, you won't have any trouble. You will develop calluses, but you'll be able to play it much easier. So this is what we're going to do. I've already lowered this string and I've moved it to the side very carefully because I do not want to hit the neck here where I've got the finish and mar that finish. Now I'm going to put my glasses on because I have my feeler gauges here and I've got them spread out so that I know what gauge is what. Now what I did is I took all of these apart. I took the oil off all of these, and then I've got 20,000, 18, 16, 14, and 12 here. So what I know from already having put the feeler gauge under here, that this was high. It's high here on the A string. You can see that it goes down quite a bit, and it's just too high. It doesn't touch. So we're going to take our file and I'm going to use the 50. It's a 53. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to check and see how we're doing. It's got to come down more. I brought it down forward. You can see this right in here. You want very little action when you hit that. You want to see that really close. You hold this here at the third and you come down like that and it's still just a tad high. So we're going to do that again. Oh, that looks pretty good. I think I can lower it a little more. I would rather do this string like this, going around and gradually working towards it 3, 4, 5, even 10 times. I don't care how many it takes, rather than going too far where I now have to fill it full of baking soda, put some crazy glue on it, sand it down, get it smooth, start the cut all over again, or make a new nut, or shim the nut. I don't want to do any of that, so I'm going to be taking my time to just gradually get it to where we need it to be. Well, it's still a tad high. Let's have a look at that. Can you see this little space? That's what I'm looking for. Well, it's definitely lower. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Way better than what it was. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll do the other 4, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what we've got done and what it looks like once it's all finished. But that's the procedure where you take the string off, you go back and forth, and you just take a little bite at a time in order to make sure that you're bringing it down slowly until you can get it to that position. And you want the guitar in playing position when you check it, and you can also check it here, again, by holding it at the 3rd and just tapping it here at the 1st, and you should see the slightest little movement, which you can. If you look right up in there, you'll see just the tiniest little bit of movement. That might even be a little much, but I don't want it to be at the point where it's so low it starts to buzz or anything of that nature, because then we got another problem that we have to fix. So I'm going to do that. I will take care of that, and I'll come back and talk with you in just a minute. Hi, well, we're back, and we've done the setup on the nut. It's all finished. It's pretty good. We didn't have to lower the B string, or the A, or the E rather, and we'll just leave it at that. If they would like it lower, I can do it. It's not an issue. Now, just as a review, you go at this very slowly when you're doing this nut, because you don't want to take it down too far and then have to make adjustments and shim it and all that kind of stuff. So just take it gradually, undo it, do it up, undo it. I know it's a pain, but it's the best way of doing it. You do not lower the action on a guitar by adjusting the truss rod. Do I need to say that again? You do not lower the action by playing with the truss rod. Once the truss rod is there, it's pretty much set. You'll do that you'll lower the action by lowering the saddle here, and the nut we know is adjusted, so it's basically in here, and it's a pain on an acoustic guitar for sure. You've got to take all the strings off, take out the saddle, and then just lower it depending on how much you want to lower. So that's it for this guitar. We're done. We will be working on another one, and I'll give you more details on that later. But coming up will be a series of jig reviews, and I'm going to show you how I've made some of my jigs and how they all go together and what they're used for. So stay tuned for that. August is going to be a month of jigs, so you'll like that, I hope. At any rate, I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.